Okay, I am finally covering the new PALs and the new Power update that just released. And here we go. So, first off, we do is Cider. Cider is a yellow PAL that looks like it's wearing a goldfish like thing on it. It looks like a Fall Guys costume. Honestly, this thing, I'm going to call it the Fall Guys PAL. That's its name now. We're not calling it anything else. This is the Fall Guys PAL. Vince, it looks like a goldfish. I'm not sure what element it was. Let me go look it up real quick. It's a water type PAL. And let's read its PAL deck, or Palpedia, that's called. Okay. Its PAL deck entry says it looks like something peeking out from inside a costume, but even if you reach inside, there's nothing there. In fact, you keep reaching deeper and deeper. Perhaps the universe itself lies within. So this thing could just be a creature it is an alien. I mean, all the pals from Palworld are aliens. People forget that sometimes, but anyways, that's what that is. It's Gloopy, and she's a gothic octopus girl, and she is a dark water pal, if that wasn't obvious enough. And she's a goth girl, okay? But let's read her pal deck entry. I think has to be one of my favorite designs throughout the entire game. In the update. So next on, going to be sure to check your hold on a second. Be sure to check your plans for the next week before falling asleep with this pal. Its suction cups leave marks that look suspiciously like hickeys. One sleepy cuddle session could keep some truly awkward misunderstandings. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they added a new this reminds me. They added a new update that helps you sleep with your pals. You can sleep with them, and some are very adorable. Some can lead to some very horrific implications, and you can even sleep with Zoe, who you can befriend, which is interesting for all the people out there. So yeah, but basically one of them. So if you sleep with it, you're in trouble. This is the golden version of what's his name? Dum Dum Guild? Guild. Okay. So he is I think he's still the same thing as he was. That's still the same thing as he is. But I don't know. But Dumb Mud Guild. Alright, hold on a second. Okay, definitely. He's a groundwater, still just like it's the same. This deck entry is quite different from the from the other one. Body reflects light, astonishing clarity. Even more shocking, it reflects is somehow slower than Dumb Mud. So it's Dumb Mud, but just stupider, and I would not recommend that because, well, it's golden. The next thing is a boss pal, I think. He just looks like, just look at this. This is great. Okay, Neptulus, he definitely looks amazing. But his pal deck reads, after the sealing of the calamity, a champion from Fatebrick emerged. It stares out to sea, awaiting one it deems worthy. For such accounts are no coincidence they are fate. Yeah, it's basically kind of like a legendary. I don't know. Kind of like Sebra, but I don't know, or some other. But it looks like a whale creature, like some kind of or a porpoise or something. I really don't know. And it's obviously, if the whole name isn't obvious, it's obviously based off of Neptune. Yeah, this is Neptune. The thing looks like tridents. The thing looks like a mustache or a beard. And just everything out and the blue and white stuff look like some kind of royal thing or something. Her bill is basically a grass type flying squirrel. When in doubt, its Pell deck entry reads, when in doubt, punch it till it works. That's Herbal's approach to fixing things. With strength perfectly tuned for humans, sometimes just one punch is enough to restore a stopped heart. Yeah, this guy looks like Pommy Boga if they were grass type. But it looks like its own thing too, since it looks like a movie mascot or something, for a nature movie or something. Which is very interesting because it's a mascot in this game. So it's a mascot, I think, of this update. To protect its fragile body, it develops an incredible tough shell. Unfortunately, it's utterly defenseless underneath. Even a tickle could even a tickle could kill it. So yeah, even could knock it out cold. So yeah, even it's basically just like it's a hermit crab. It's a hermit crab, and yeah, I'm surprised that they even got away in the game. So the next thing is Terra, which is completely different. The same, but still the same, but it's just gold this time. To protect its fragile body, it developed an incredible tough shell. With most of its concentration in its limbs and shell, it can't even tell if someone quietly touched its core. Yeah, interesting. Okay, this guy, I gotta protect this guy with all my heart. This guy is precious. Not as precious as Filio, but he's up there, though. Up there. This guy's is Lollipop. He is an ice type pal. Ice water, I'm pretty sure. So, okay. An ice type pal. Where is it? I don't know. Among Pups, the fastest sliders among or it's actually Pup. Yeah, he's a nice one, like I said before. Pup, the fastest slider on the snow, earns the highest respect. Sometimes a too forceful leap sends one tumbling from the sky. A common sight during territorial season. Forecast clear skies with a chance of flying Pups, and he's basically a sea lion. And he's basically a seal that's designed after an ice cream cone. No, it's pretty good design. I love it. I love the blue. It actually looks really nice. One of the best PAL designs ever. And I don't know. Looks like we have a feminine bird inside of Palworld now. Finally, after so long. Maybe this is. And she's an ice as well. So precise in its sense of time that it awakens at the exact hour every morning. According to Palpagos lore, a day is divided into 24 parts because when Frostmoon spreads her feathers wide, she reveals a power with 24 distinct spaces. So, I don't know which is based on. She's a bird that's ice. Ice. I mean, yeah, this pal is really cool. I like it. This, this is one of the two counterparts of a certain jellyfish family. And I think he's the male counterpart to another pal that's coming up later. His pal deck entry reads a pal that closely resembles Jelliet. It sometimes appears as a substitute when Jelliet is unavailable. Its acting is so fast that none ever knows the switch. So he's basically a counterpart, and he's a water dark. The darkness comes from that he looks mischievous, and look at this, like he has fangs and everything. He looks evil. Okay, this is Celery Lux. Now this, its flashy pattern helps it attract the partner. But after a long history of electrocuting incident involving Celery Lux, Yellow Black Shark now seen across the island as a sign of danger. So he's a water electric. This thing is a water electric, while the normal one was just a normal water. And the reason is it's based on the fact that stings can be kind of electric. Yeah, Electric Stingray, we haven't seen that much, right? Or, like, I guess Phantomant is close to it, but it's more like something else. Phantomanta from Super Mario Sunshine is kind of like that, but I don't know. But anyway, the design looks good. The yellow, black, just retextured to be yellow and black. Okay, this guy is a little dumpy. This is Mud Chill. He, okay. Yo, okay, he's a water ice, right? He is a water ice, and his pal deck entry says the inside of its mouth stays pleasantly cold, making it a natural fridge when closed. His saliva contains enzymes that prevent food from rotting. Thus, it can serve as a food locker for humans, whether it's sanitary or not another matter entirely. Yeah, I would not stick my food inside this guy's mouth, or just wrap it up or use something with whatever you have. But you're gonna be eating some wet drool with it. He's basically a living ice fridge or something. I don't know. Yeah, move out of the way, Frost Rotom. We got another living fridge in town. This guy. And I think he's cool. I like the guy. He's just a little dummy. He's just a funny dummy. That's what he is. This is Jellicent, who reminds me a lot. This one reminds me a lot of what's her name? The cookie from Cookie Run. What is her name? She's the jellyfish cookie. Dang it. What was her name? I forget. Reminds me a lot of her. And it reminds me a lot of Jellicent. Or Frillish. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But let me read up Paldeck entry. And her Paldeck entry, and these two are clearly counterparts to each other. A pal that closely resembles Jelroy. She is very social when she overlaps. Yes, it acts as a good friend to Jelroy to go in its place. Go in its place. As things one day. Place. As things one day. So these two could be girlfriend, boyfriend. These two could be something. Like they're based or related. We don't know. But this adds it's very ambiguous. But they do give us some context clues, which I do like. Well, I have to edit that out. Okay, this is Pangolin Lux. He looks like an actual penguin now. He has the same color as one, and he looks okay. An electric penguin has not been done before, I don't think. I mean, we don't really know. I don't know because I don't look up this stuff. But anyways, about him, his Paldeck entry, and his new typing is water electric. If you're wondering, the feathers of this pal, the feathers of this pal have all but disappeared, but he can no longer fly. Yet his longing for the sky is turned to jealousy, so his harness electricity to strike down those who still soar. I like the guy. The coloration looks really amazing on here. It really fits Pangolin very well. Like, I love this design. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, next. This looks like a baby bottle now. Okay. This is the now it's neutral water. So Kilmaru I think was water dark, I'm pretty sure. But let's read it. It's still dark as the normal one. It sinks its fangs into the enemy's neck, draining every last drop of blood. When two Kilmarus project latch on to each other, they become locked in a relentless struggle, each trying to suck the other dry until one withers away. So these things hate each other. They basically suck the fluids out of your neck. Oh god, it's pretty gross to think about. And these things are pretty evil. Like I said before, these are two fucked up pals. I'll tell you that. Fucked up creature. This is Flack Ignis, a pink Flack. Yeah, the Flack has a girl counterpart. Oh god, that's funny. Okay, but I like the design. I mean, it's like it's Flack, but just pink. It's pretty looking, I will say. With the belly built for friction, this pal sparks flames as her body stirs, but when she gets carried away, she often ends up rolling a fireball. It's up a rolling fireball, and she's water fire, so she's making steam basically. We haven't had a water combo in a creature game in a long time. You know, Volcanion from Pokemon is one, but Volcanion's not the greatest. Cross very well, so yeah. This is Pengang Plus, and he got a Lux. So this makes me think that Pangola and Panking are related. They're the same colors. They both have a Lux variant. Like, let's see. Its body changed color after, and this Paldeck entry definitely tells you. Its body changing color after getting electricity to improve underwater hunting. As a result, it lost the affection of Pangola, but strangely enough, it now has a loyal follower, Pangola Lux. Yeah, like I said before, these things are basically related. Like, there's no way. And here's the number one. Surprisingly, it's unrelated to Pangola. Surprise is unrelated to Pangola, but ever wanting to be the center of attention. This pal will strut its stuff for onlookers. Yeah, but they're unrelated. It has lost affection for it. Like, they're saying that they're not related, but they're giving us context, which the Palpedia could be lying to us like the Pokédex does sometimes. Like, we don't know at this point. said to lie to at times. So this could be a lie. They both are related. I don't know how he got it, but yeah, it looks cool though. This is the frog, but he got dark energy or something. Okay. The Coragio who have forsaken their honor gather in splinter group. They will use any underhand means to take down their chosen prey. If you encounter a Coragio knocked in the dead of night, it's your life on your line. So they're basically based on evil ninjas, basically. And they are water dark creatures. And the design is good. I mean, they do look evil now with the blue, but I don't know. Coragiro. I like them already, but they made it. But this one is definitely not as cool as the other one, but they're the same. This is, I think this is Blossom's best friend, and he's basically Dinosaur, but he got bigger, and he's a grass ground pal. So yeah. So instead of the blossom being on his head like Dinosaur, it's on his back, and he has stuff on his back. Now some say it looks like Tropius or Evolution Dinosaur, but I don't know. It looks different enough from them, but they look original enough. A brontosaurus with flower on it. That's basically what it is. I know it's not that different, but hey, this one's a longer neck. Hey, This is a cute one. Her name is Iceline. Yeah, Iceline. So I'm gonna have to look her up. Hold a second. She's an ice witch, basically. And I could see a lot of people going on. Though her body melts in the heat, she just can't resist sunbathing. Though her body melts in the warmth, she likes hot springs too much. If she's going to melt anyway, it's hopes she'll be in a steaming outdoor bath under a clear blue sky. Yeah, so she kills herself with ice? I don't know. It's really weird. I love the design though. Icicle Lady, Ice Witch, it's really good. This is Gangler. They finally made a scary looking anglerfish and a creature catching game. Now we have what Lantern being the more friendly version. This is the more darker version, and he's a dark water. But let's read it. When shining his allure, he illuminates the darkness. The wandering pals, but drawn by the light, stand no chance of escape of once spotted by Gangler. No matter how far, he will keep guiding them until they safe and sound. No matter how far, he will keep guiding them until they get home safe and sound. So he turns out to be a nice guy, but just looks really scary. I love the design. It's great. And I love the skull pendant. I love the skull on his face. This is a new one. His name is Walaska. And he's an ice whale. Okay, let me... Alaska. So it's whale in Alaska. Alaska being one of the coldest places on the planet. And he's basically a living icicle. I love this dude. He's a water ice. I like it. I love the beard he's got going on. It's pretty funny. And I really wish they just make good more designs in this game. It's pretty good. So, yeah. That's it for now.